Welcome to Dirtbag Minimal. I'm Karina. Thank you all for joining me, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the views and all the sweet comments and everything on my last video about the tour of the tiny house. It has been so awesome to see all the positive reactions and what everyone thinks, and so I'm just really grateful for all the new subscribers and all the people that have commented. It means a lot. So today's video, I just sort of wanted to talk about some things about tiny house living, sort of some day-to-day stuff that I do in my tiny house. So in the morning, I wake up and I just roll out of bed and roll around the corner, hit the hot water kettle, and start making coffee immediately. I have a little pour over that I make my coffee in the morning. When I make a pour over coffee, I like to put the filter in and then wet the filter with hot water, and then it goes into the cup so the cup warms up. And I have a 2-cup system here like that, and then I have some already ground coffee, some Stumptown. I've done barista work for on and off for around 10 years of my life, so yeah, I know some stuff about coffee. Into the mug, and then I will sit and do some meditation. I've started doing meditation consistently recently, and it's just been really helpful. I will do yoga in the house. Yoga has also been something that's been really, really helpful, especially during the pandemic and especially during winter time. I'm a huge outside person. I love to be outside, and I still do, but it is more difficult in the winter time, and it reminds me that this time winter is meant for a little bit of like slowing down inner work and just sort of rest, and so yoga has been really awesome. One important thing for me about one of the biggest things actually about making my tiny house the way it is with the layout is that the living room needed to be big enough so that I could do yoga, and also that 2 people could do yoga side by side. So my partner and I do yoga together sometimes, or some strength training videos, and we can fit 2 mats here if we move like the little fold out table and like chair and stuff. Normally I just lay my mat out and I have to do a little bit of moving stuff around, like our fold out dinner table thing. I fold up, lean against the wall, and maybe move some stuff, and then I can just roll out my mat. In my last video, I had a little like box that the wood stove came in that I was using as a table here, and that was only temporary. So right now what I have is I had just put this shelving up, and this type of furniture I've been using for probably like 12 years of my life. When I moved to Chicago, I started doing it because it's just really inexpensive. I like the sort of industrial look of it, and it's really great modular furniture. So you can just, cut this to whatever size you need, this wood, and it just sits on top, if you can see. And then it has these little like built-in shelving units where you can put stuff in there. So yeah, and then that created more space. This was the original plan, to have something a little bit slimmer here. So I set my computer up here and then do yoga right here. Then after that, this has nothing to do with a tiny house, but this is just a habit that I've started doing, is we live right next to a pond. It's like maybe 100 yards walking down to a dock, and I get in the pond every day, especially in the winter time. So even if it's snowy or icy, I go and skinny dip in the pond. I'm not swimming, I'm just getting in, getting out. Just that quick, cold plunge does wonders. It wakes me up, it makes me feel better emotionally and physically. It's a test every day to mentally get out there, but I really think that it keeps me, helps my immune system, all this kind of stuff. Holy shit, that was really cold today. As you can see, there's still snow outside. And it's windy. Oh boy. Here we go. I usually get in earlier, but there was ice on the pond, so I waited until it melted. Also, I am Finnish or half Finnish, and in Finnish culture, saunas are huge. So I grew up going in saunas and then going into cold water, going in sauna, going in cold water. And that feeling that you get, that invigoration of that hot and cold, nothing is quite like it. And so I don't have a sauna here yet. But I will warm up my core temperature by doing yoga, strength training, or going for a run or something, and then getting in the water, just dipping in, dipping out. And that cold kind of seals in my core temperature, or that's what I believe, and it just feels really amazing afterwards. So that has nothing to do with tiny house, but it's something I've been doing. I think anywhere that I live, even if I don't live next to a body of water, I am going to get a big tub and fill it with cold water and make sure to do this because it's something that I really enjoy. So those are like the 4 main things that I'm always doing in the morning: coffee, meditation, yoga, ice water, ice plunge. Then I'll take the dog for a walk or go for a run or something. It's really important for me to get out into the woods. We have some really beautiful trails around here. And then, you know, at dinner time we'll cook some food, like saute some veggies, have rice, etc., and eat together on like their little TV folding tray table thing that is a little too small, so I need to make us a new folding table. There's a lot of little things that I haven't quite figured out yet. Like I thought I was going to do a folding table but against the side of the kitchen countertops, but I just haven't gotten around to doing that. And yeah, then we'll clean up. A lot of cleaning up has to be done, and then yeah, that's a typical day in the tiny house. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe and ask me any questions. I'm trying to answer every single comment, and I would love to do a follow-up video to answer questions that people have, because creating a community and being able to help people along this journey or just in general with their interest is something that I'm really passionate about, and just love to hear people interested in this journey. And thank you so much for watching. There's a dog in my way. Lulu, can you go lay back down? Lulu, go lay on down. Go to your bed. Go to your bed. This is what a typical morning looks like. I get my coffee and I come sit on the couch. Oops, sorry Lulu. This is Lulu. She owns this house. Well, she owns the couch, she told me. Anyway, I sit here and I drink my coffee and I look out the window, and Lulu climbs on top of me